Hey there, fellow traveler. I'm Monica, your friendly travel agent, and I'm thrilled to have you join me on this informative session on how to plan your cruise. I'm here to be your personal guide, your go-to source for everything travel related. Whether you're a seasoned globetrotter or a first-time adventurer, I've got you covered. Let's get into it. Planning a cruise can be an exciting experience, especially for first-timers. Here are some tips to help you get started to have a smooth, exciting vacation. The very first thing you want to do is select the destination you'd like to visit. Would you prefer a Caribbean destination, an Alaskan cruise, or a European culture dive? Well, I think all that sounds amazing. The next thing you want to consider is which cruise line is best for you. Now, there are over 50 cruise lines worldwide. I will quickly go over the top 5 family-oriented cruise lines. Each cruise line has a different atmosphere and a target audience, so find one that suits your interests and your needs. First up, Royal Caribbean, a cruise line known for its innovative ships and a wide range of onboard activities and amenities. They offer a diverse selection of itineraries to various destinations worldwide. Their fleet includes large, state-of-the-art ships with features like rock climbing walls, kids clubs, ice skating rinks, water slides, Broadway-style entertainment, and numerous dining options. Royal Caribbean caters to travelers of all ages, offering family-friendly activities as well as adult-oriented experiences like spa services and nightlife options. Carnival Cruise Line is known for its lively and vibrant atmosphere, appealing to those looking for a fun-filled vacation. They offer a wide variety of itineraries, ranging from short trips to longer voyages. Carnival ships are known for their lively onboard entertainment, including comedy shows, live music, and theme parties. They also have an array of dining options from casual buffets to specialty restaurants. Carnival caters to families, couples, and groups of friends, providing a multitude of activities like water parks, mini golf, and sports facilities. Disney Cruise Line caters to those who want the Disney experience. It combines the magic of Disney with the experience of a cruise vacation. Their ships offer enchanting and family-friendly environment, providing entertainment for both kids and adults. Disney-themed activities, character meet and greets, Broadway-style shows, and first-class dining experiences are some of the highlights. The ships feature elegant decor and offer a variety of stateroom options. Disney Cruise Line travels to popular destinations like the Caribbean, Europe, and Alaska. Norwegian Cruise Line is known for its freestyle cruising concept. Offering a more relaxed and flexible experience, NCL provides a wide range of dining options, allowing passengers to dine whenever and wherever they please. Their ships feature a diverse entertainment choices such as Broadway productions, live music, and comedy shows. NCL offers a variety of staterooms, including family-friendly accommodations to luxurious suites. Their itineraries cover destinations worldwide, including Caribbean, Europe, and Alaska. And finally, I wanted to mention this last European company because it's starting to get very big in the US. MSC Cruise Line is a European-based company known for its Mediterranean-style ambience and elegant ships. They offer a mix of itineraries including Mediterranean, Caribbean, and most global destinations. MSC ships boast modern design, spacious staterooms, and a variety of onboard amenities. Passengers can enjoy luxurious decor to gourmet dining experiences. MSC Cruise Line offers the touch of elegance at sea. They also have a strong focus on international itineraries, allowing passengers to explore various destinations around the globe. And while I didn't have time to cover all the cruise lines, be sure to do your research to find the best cruise line for you and your group. Next up, and my personal favorite, is how to pick the right cruise ship for you. Each cruise line has their own personality when it comes to their ships, and they divide their ships into classes, and each class has their own personality. Royal Caribbean, for example, has an Oasis class, Freedom class, and Quantum class, just to name a few. Ships can also be classified into older ships, newer ships, smaller ships, and large ships. Smaller ships can go where bigger ships can't, making them able to visit unique locations worldwide. However, larger ships may have more amenities and activities to do on board. Newer ships will have all the new innovative designs to each cruise line, but the older ships can be a little bit more affordable. As a travel agent, I'm able to narrow down specific ships to clients based on their wants and needs. Picking the wrong ship may not live up to your expectations. For example, if you are a family with small children, but the ship does not have a kids club, that may be a bummer. So it's best to research ships or speak with a travel agent like myself who knows the ships in and out. The next one is the most boring one. Set a budget. Determine your budget before the cruise, including the fare, onboard expenses, shore excursions, gratuities, and travel to and from the port. Be sure to account for any additional costs, such as travel insurance and souvenirs. Next up, decide which type of stateroom you need. Research different cabin options, such as interior, ocean view, balcony, or suite. Consider factors like space requirements, views, budget. Keep in mind that you may spend limited time in your cabin, so don't overspend if you don't plan to enjoy the ship's amenities. To give you an idea of how many stateroom types there actually are, here's what I see when I'm booking a client on Wonder of the Seas, for example. If you have more than 4 people in your group, I highly suggest using a travel agent. Most staterooms have a 2-person occupancy. There are those who also have a 4-person occupancy. Anything above that is really hard to get into unless you know the room type you need. Now that you've picked your destination and the ship, you are now able to see what ports that ship offers. So the next thing you're going to do is research the ports of call. Look into activities and attractions and excursions available at each port. Decide whether you want to explore independently or book shore excursions through the cruise line. Consider your interests and prioritize the experience you like to have at each destination. The Caribbean, for example, has an eastern, a western, and a southern itinerary, all which have different ports of call. Here's a website that has over 1,200 ports worldwide. On this website, it talks in depth about the location, what's to see there, the nearby places, the tour excursions and transportation in the area, as well as shopping, food, and currency. This should be your go-to source when planning your cruise. The next thing you should do is plan your transportation and accommodation. If your cruise departs from a different city, plan your travel arrangements accordingly. Book flights, hotel stays, and transfers in advance to ensure a smooth journey in the port. I highly recommend flying in the day before your cruise. You never know what can happen with air travel, cancellations, etc. And the cruise ships will leave right on time and will wait for nobody. This next step is kind of important. Check travel documents and requirements. Ensure that you have the necessary passports, birth certificates, or government-stated ID for your cruise. One of the most asked questions I see in Facebook groups pertaining to cruises is, do I need a birth certificate or a passport? So I'm going to answer that for you. Obviously, if you're traveling overseas from the US, you're going to need a passport. Now, if you're traveling within the US, You will only need a birth certificate and government stated ID if it is a closed loop cruise, meaning if the ship leaves from Seattle and comes back to Seattle, all you're going to need is a birth certificate and a government stated ID. Now, if your U.S. cruise ends up with a final destination outside of our country, you're definitely going to need a passport. For example, from LA to Australia, you're going to need that passport. I think where people get confused on this is if it's a closed loop cruise, but you still have a foreign port in the middle of that cruise somewhere. You still only need a birth certificate and a government stated ID. I actually learned on my last cruise that all U.S. cruise itineraries must have one foreign port during the cruise. So every cruise you go on from the U.S., you're going to have at least one foreign port. And yes, you only need a birth certificate and a government ID. The next thing, and I think this is the second most fun thing, is to familiarize with the ship. Take the time to explore and familiarize yourself with the onboard amenities, dining options, entertainment, and activities. This will help you plan your days and make the most of your time on ship. The absolute best way to do this is to look on YouTube for ship tours. Some of these ships are just, well, huge. So it's best to familiarize yourself with the ship plan and where everything is you want to see. Next, you need to prepare for onboard expenses. While many onboard activities are included in the cruise fare, there may be additional expenses such as specialty dining, drinks, spa treatment, or internet access. Plan your onboard budget accordingly and consider any package deals or discounts available. A good quick tip to know before you get on board is that you can check your account daily right from your TV. I highly recommend buying any packages that you need for your trip before you get on board. There's always a discount, and it's more expensive once you get on the ship. When you get everything figured out you want to do, book it. The price of the cruise will go up over time and be the most expensive right before the trip until it sells out. When you book your cruise, you only need to put down a deposit. There's no need to pay it all up front. You can simply make payments over time, and the final payment is usually due 3 months before the trip. And finally, just have fun. Planning is, I think, the most fun part of having a vacation. It gives you something to look forward to. While it can be overwhelming at times, take it step by step. I'm a big researcher, and I try to plan the best vacation ever. But I also like to keep it fluid, meaning anything can come up. I hope this video was a big help in planning your next cruise. Here's my last important piece of advice for you. When planning your cruise or vacation, it's easy to ask for advice or others' opinions on your upcoming trip. Be careful when doing this because I have found that most travel groups I'm in will have some grumpy people with high opinions. I'm here to say take it with a grain of salt and don't listen. However, if you want a positive and supportive vacation group, I created one myself. We keep it light and fun in there. Check my link below to join. I really appreciate you watching. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and comment down below if you have any questions. Have a great day, everyone.